I want to speak directly to your heart for a moment. If you are a successful woman who lies awake at night, wondering why relationships feel so much harder than your career, I want you to know something deeply important. That ache you feel, that disconnect between who you are and your heart's desires. You know you are reasonably attractive, intelligent, kind, and everyone wonders why you are still single. It's not your fault, and you're not alone. Today, we are going to understand why this is happening to so many brilliant women like you, and more importantly, how even the smallest changes can bring healing to this deep pattern. Let's understand one thing. It's not that men are not attracted to successful women. Let's clear that out. It's good because that means there is hope. So, what is the reason successful women have a hard time finding love? The reason why many successful women struggle in relationships is because there is an underlying emotional attachment trauma that contributes to you being on top of your grades or career, but it causes you to struggle in romantic relationships. Interesting, huh? Take a moment and think back to your childhood. Maybe, like many of my clients, you're thinking, but I had everything I needed. My parents gave me so much. I had a great childhood. I couldn't have attachment trauma. And yes, maybe materialistically, educationally, you did have it all. But let me ask you something more subtle. Was there space for your heart, for your tears, for those moments when you just needed to be held without having to earn it or without feeling like you are a burden and you shouldn't cause your parents to be even more tired? Or maybe you see their disappointments when things are not perfect, so you took upon yourself to always make them happy by being a good student, not demanding anything or never arguing back. You see, growing up in an environment where excellence was the only acceptable outcome creates a particular kind of loneliness. A loneliness that can feel confusing because on paper everything looks perfect. The little girl couldn't connect all this. Could it be that you got messages like, there is no space for me and my feelings? I need to be on top of things so my parents will love me. I can't complain or cry because mom and dad are tired and overwhelmed. No, the little girl did not verbalize all these statements, but she got deep messages that currently affect you. These deep rooted feelings led you to create deep limiting beliefs and meanings about yourself, love, relationships, and your place in the world. For instance, when working with me, a lot of my clients discover deep seated underlying beliefs beneath their self sabotaging. I'm not worthy of love just the way I am. I need to prove myself. I need to better myself. Something must be wrong with me. Things just don't happen for me easily. I need to put in hard work into anything. You get the picture. How do you think these underlying beliefs affect your ability to meet someone who will give you all you crave in a relationship? These beliefs cause you to overfunction, to manage and control everything, to put too much effort, and think of how this affects your potential date or a partner. Remember the one who really liked you before all these sabotaging behaviors came to the surface. This raises red flags for your partner. He feels something is not right here. I remember Aida, a college professor, sitting in my office, her eyes filling with tears as she realized something profound. I did everything right. I put myself out there. I kept busy so he doesn't think I'm needy. And yet he decided that he wanted to take it slow. Why is it so hard to keep someone that I really like? This pains me to hear. Aida, just like all my clients, are busy women. They don't need to stay busy. They just feel like they need to prove themselves worthy for someone to want to spend more time with them. If you find yourself here, know that you are already amazing and people love spending time with you. The guys you meet find you fascinating. But there is something deeper that happens that causes these men to freak out. Your anxiousness floods you and you start overfunctioning. You mince your words, you pretend that you are busy, and you position yourself to convince someone they should be with you. You lose your power, the initial fun disappears, and you hear those dreadful words, "Let's take it slow," when you want him to step up. The same was with Aida. What happened next was beautiful to witness. Through our work together, Aida started enjoying dating because she stopped fixating on one guy she liked. She started seeing more people and expressed her real desires in dating. She stated that she's only interested in people who are looking for commitment, and something magical unfolded. For the first time, she experienced what she always envied in other women, that easy, natural flow of dating. Suddenly, quality men weren't just pursuing her, they were completely captivated by her authentic presence, showing her that they can be the men for her. These weren't just any men, they were successful, emotionally available men who found her ability to be present and vulnerable incredibly refreshing. The irony wasn't lost on her when she shared, "I can't believe I spent years thinking I needed to manage everything when all I needed to do was be open, let go, and be myself. Now I have multiple wonderful men waiting for me to choose them. And I finally understand what those lucky women knew all along. It's not about luck at all. It's about being open to receiving love instead of trying to control it." This recognition isn't just an intellectual understanding. It's a homecoming to parts of yourself you had to silence to survive, to succeed in the difficult environment that doesn't allow space for you. Let me speak to something that might feel painfully familiar. That moment when you're lying in bed, reviewing your day, your week, your relationship, thinking of all the ways you could optimize, improve, make it better. That mental spreadsheet of relationship improvements you are constantly updating. I see you. I understand that drive. But here's what breaks my heart and what I see in so many wonderful women. While you're busy trying to earn love through excellence, you're missing that profound truth that you're already worthy of love exactly as you are. Jennifer, another client, once shared something that might resonate deeply. "I realized I was so afraid of being seen as needy that I never let anyone take care of me. I was exhausted from being strong all the time." Her voice cracked as she admitted, "I just want to know what it feels like to let someone else carry some of the weight." That vulnerability, that honest admission, that's not weakness. That's where the healing starts. She was ready to give up, so why not try? Why not let go and allow men to show her what they're made of? That's exactly what Jennifer did, and to her surprise, there were wonderful men who kept pursuing her, who managed everything. She just needed to make sure she has an opening in her calendar and show up for the ride. No more prompting men to arrange a date. Jennifer told me her newest realization: when a man wants you, he will show it to you. No need to guess, figure things out, wonder what to say, what not to say. Things became serious with Greg, one of the guys she was seeing, and they are engaged. Jennifer is currently working on solidifying the sense of security in the relationship. She now understands her triggers to overfunctioning, controlling. She also knows how to share her feelings and express boundaries in ways that don't trigger her partner's attachment trauma. Instead, their conversations lead to getting to know each other better and solidify their commitment to each other. Jennifer expressed, "I don't need to strive to be perfect. I just need to express myself and he's responsive to my needs." She's still a little in disbelief and feels like she needs to pinch herself. Now, I want you to take a deep breath and imagine something with me. Imagine what it would feel like to know in your bones that you don't have to earn love. Imagine the relief of not having to propel things, wondering why things are not happening, what you need to say, what you shouldn't say. Will he call you, arrange a date? No need to wonder if you will push him away if you express your desire for commitment, more time together. Imagine the peace of being able to distinguish between your wise adult self and that little girl who learned that she had to be perfect to be loved. What would you tell her, the little girl? Would you tell her to be careful, to pretend that everything is okay even when it's not? Would you confirm that limiting belief out of fear, or would you help her see things differently? We help women distinguish those sabotaging negative thoughts from reality, such as you deserve to be accepted and loved just the way you are. Your needs are not too much. There is an amazing man who's been looking for a woman just like you, with all your perfections and funky parts of personality. After all, who wouldn't want a woman with such a capacity to love and give all she has in relationships? Who wouldn't appreciate that? This is where we transform from the exhausted, over-functioning love seeker to what I call the Queen of Hearts, a woman who knows how valuable her heart is. Picture this. Instead of constantly proving your worth, you sit comfortably in it. Instead of managing everything, you allow men to wow you with their actions, not just words. This isn't just a mindset shift, it's a complete rewiring of how you experience love. You change generational trauma patterns. One of my clients described this shift beautifully. For the first time in my life, I feel like I can breathe in my relationship. I'm not constantly trying to earn my place. I just exist. And it's enough. I'm enough. Never did I think someone can love me just for me. As we close, I want you to feel the truth of what I'm about to say. Your journey to love isn't about adding more accomplishments to your already impressive list. It's about coming home to yourself. It's about healing that part of you that learned love has to be earned through perfection, or denying yourself what you need. You don't have to figure it all out by yourself. Once you let go, you will find a partner who will be happy to show you that he's the one worthy of your heart. How does this sound? Perhaps you can't connect with this kind of reality. It can be too scary to let go of old survival strategies our brain uses to keep us in overfunctioning loop. Although it's painful, it's also familiar. The ache you feel, it's not a sign that something is wrong with you. It's your heart calling towards a deeper truth that you are worthy of love, not because of what you do, but because of who you are, simply you. If these words are resonating in your heart, if you're feeling that mixture of hope and vulnerability that comes with recognition, then I invite you to take the next step. Join my free masterclass, Meet the One, Transform from Anxious Love Seeker to Secure Queen of Hearts. You'll discover the exact framework to attract quality commitment-ready men. Professional strategies to heal attachment trauma while dating. The psychology behind why men pursue some women consistently. As a licensed psychotherapist specializing in attachment trauma, I'll show you how to create the deep, secure love you deserve while staying true to who you are. Click the link below to secure your spot. Remember, you don't have to choose between success and love. You just need a different approach. Subscribe and share this video with a woman who may need it.